DBS family, good morning to you. Season's greetings, everybody. It is another day here on DBS this morning, and we are grateful that you are up with us and ready to rise and shine. So I'm Chayla Mendes, your morning host, and right now I want to wake you up in the news. So I think you've guessed it already. It is about time for our morning news highlights.
Good morning. Time now for a summary of your top stories. Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre is hailing the government's efforts in mitigating the spread of COVID-19 a huge success.
The situation regarding the COVID is good. For now, I want to commend the people of St. Lucia. And when the government took a position that you would make people responsible for their own actions, we were criticized. But for now, the rate of positivity is below 5%. It's been so for the last week. It's because the people of St. Lucia have understood that they have to follow the protocols. I want to commend them. Some of them have not been following it, but I want to commend them for what they've been doing. The majority of people have been following the protocols, and it shows itself in the numbers.
Pierre maintains that the success is no reason to be complacent, as variables such as the Omicron variant and the languishing health sector remain causes for concern. Fernando James, the EMS manager at the St. Lucia Fire and Emergency Services, is imploring St. Lucians to take great care on the island's roads amidst increased crashes involving motorcycles. This follows an accident involving two motorcycles which occurred at the Top of the World Maris Hill on Sunday.
By raising motorist awareness, both drivers and riders will be safer sharing the road. In reference to motorcycle incidents and crashes, there have been an increasing and alarming rate in the mortality and morbidity of these incidents. If you do ride a motorcycle, you already know how enjoyable riding could be. You understand the excitement of cruising the open road and the challenge of controlling a motorcycle. But motorcycling also can be dangerous. A motorcycle crash is a violent event. More than 90% of all reported motorcycle crashes result in injury or death. Now, in addition to wearing a helmet, riders take a motorcycle safety course, and experienced riders should take refresher courses after being off their bikes for a long period of time. Know the rules of the road. Never drink and ride. Be aware that riding with a passenger requires considerably more skill. Drive defensively, especially at intersections where half of all collisions do occur. Watch for hazards like potholes and manhole covers and oil slicks and puddles and debris and gravel. Assume you are invisible to other motorists and position yourself to be seen. Use headlights not only during the night but also in the day. And be courteous. Don't weave in and out of lanes or ride on the shoulder of the road. Don't speed. Wear bright, reflective and protective clothing that is durable and boots that can cover the ankles. Wear goggles, glasses or use a face shield that is ventilated to prevent fogging, and make sure it's clear if riding at night.
James says road safety is a collective responsibility with both government and citizens playing their parts. While government provides proper road conditions and enforcement of traffic rules, citizens should in turn adhere to the rules of the road. Past president of the St. Lucia Motor X Club, Terrell Compton, meanwhile, has called on the Transport Ministry to implement a defensive motorcycle riding course. The call comes as St. Lucia recorded another road fatality involving a motorcyclist whose bike slammed into a pole. The accident occurred on Sunday around 2:30 p.m. at Maris Hill.
And we ask on renewal that you come and you do a defensive motorcycling course. You know, remember we have that for defensive driving. But I believe we also need this for riding. And when I listened to what transpired, these gentlemen were all in a group celebrating a birthday, coming up together, and a fraction decided to separate from the group. And that normally is when things happen, when people don't want to, kind of take it easy and stay with the group who's riding at a reasonable pace and decide to take it on their own. And, these things can happen, sadly, and here we see an example of just that. So to me, the government needs to put something in place once and for all.
Compton is also calling on the police to clamp down on riders found without helmets and other protective gear. Only then, he says, will riders start taking their safety more seriously. He also appealed to friends to look out for each other. The Department of Consumer Affairs has provided an update on the supply of the basic commodities of sugar, rice and flour. In recent times, the country has been experiencing delays in the shipment of these bulk commodities, in particular sugar, which would have customarily been imported from Guyana.
The supplies from Guyana have been affected, and that has been a challenge for us. Luckily, the supplies from Belize have been able to assist and be able to mitigate the previous shortfall that we had with respect to supplies of brown sugar. With respect to the availability of refined, this commodity is being procured from Central America, and it has been a very problematic area for the government. We have not been able to receive supplies from that region from as far back as September. We have been bringing in small quantities out of Martinique. We got some assistance from the Dominican Republic, and we have again sourced from England, from Europe. And this is what we are awaiting at present. We have experienced a challenge, as a matter of fact, procuring more supplies out of Dominican Republic. Hence the reason you may have found that the supermarket shelves and even our government supply warehouse are without this commodity.
Flour has not been adversely affected as the island has been able to procure this commodity locally from Caribbean Grains and from St. Vincent and the Grenadines as well as Grenada. Rice supplies have, however, been affected. And those are your top stories. Thanks for watching. Good morning.
Thank you so much again for being up with us, family. Now is the time where I get to give you that reminder that we have so much more coming your way. So please don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. What's up? Good morning to you now. I hope you're feeling the festive energy already, because I am. I really want to dance to the steel pan. Sounds so amazing behind me. Today we had to come and check out the Dream Flea Market. Yes, you heard right, the Dream Flea Market. It is the new spot in the corner of the Bonte Gap and the Groselay Highway, and we had to come see what is happening. For the steel pan music alone, that lured me here. We have Santa placing the Christmas spirit, and there's plenty local booths, artisans, people to check out and see. And this is an ongoing flea market every Saturday. So how about we go check it out? Hey, let's go. Listen up. I know you saw that quick tour that we were giving. You're feeling the festive atmosphere. So before we went any further and explored the booths or heard from some of the vendors who are here, we had to find the people behind making the dream literally possible today, because of course you know it is the Dream Flea Market at the Dream Complex. So we have Mr. and Mrs. Ori, Alice and Webster. Season's greetings to both of you. And first of all, how are you doing today, Alice? And
I'm doing fine. I'm fine. I'm so excited. I'm happy. There are so many people, and with you being here with us, you know. Yes, come and check it out. You know, the vendors. We have so many different things at a reasonable price for everybody. So come and call a friend, tell a friend. Just come to the Dream Flea Market, and I just want to let them know that Wings of Love is on. It's open, and they can come and get the goodies for people who have been crying for years. We need Wings of Love in the north, so right now it's right here for you guys.
Now, one of the first things you notice as we walk through is just the structure, the setup, very well organized and very easy for people to keep socially distanced. So, Mr. Ori, I think I'll toss this question to you. Just tell us about the vision behind even the layout, the setup, and just the technical aspect of making this happen every Saturday, because it's the fourth Saturday this been happening.
Yes, it is the fourth Saturday, and it's because of my wife that she wanted to make something different in St. Lucia. She came up with the idea of a Dream Flea Market where people can at least have the avenue to sell certain things, especially in the north, because we don't really have something like that in the north, and where you can showcase your items, even local items, to craft food, smoothies, you know, and especially flowers and so on and so on. So it was really her idea to put this thing together to give people an opportunity to make some money.
Right.
because of the COVID season, you know, we're not really, and again, you can be social distance at the same time because it's a wide open space.
Absolutely. And logistically, you know, everybody has a tent. I mean, there's even the bathrooms that are coming.
Yes.
So I've never seen it, or even a flea market this well organized, even to accommodate for, you know, toilets and bathrooms, and it's like the attention to detail is here, and you can see it in the logistic and the setup.
Yeah, right. That's right. Because when we've traveled, I mean, a lot of places around the world already. So we put the ideas together, and then we come up with something, you know, that'll be our worthwhile for the patrons and the person that is utilizing the place.
Absolutely.
You know, so that's what it is.
You see, now that's what we're loving about this. Now, Alice, I'll come back to you because the dream is really your vision. So just tell us about your passion in this project and what you really saw for this now, especially that it's come to life.
Okay, people work in the daytime, so we are giving them the opportunity in the evening to come and showcase their goods and stuff like that, because there's a lot of talent, young people in St. Lucia right now. I'm really proud of them. COVID has made people wake up and, you know, smell the coffee. So we want these young people to come on board, you know, to showcase their stuff for the tourists. And again, we are across Harbour Club. So we want to extend it to the evening night flea market as well. Okay, as Christmas get closer, we're asking people, we'll be opening like later where people can actually come here, no rush and stuff, and actually enjoy the ambience and the different things that the local people need to showcase. Sorry.
Good stuff. Well, that means day or night we are covered. We're going to have opportunities as we get closer to the countdown for Christmas. So let's go check out our vendors. Just want to remind you that this is the 4th Saturday that is happening, but I'm so excited to be chatting with Jennifer. She is one of the persons here making the flea market really what it is right now, and this is her first time participating at the flea market. So I think people may know her already from Elegance, and she's bringing us a touch of that right here, right now. So Jennifer, how are you doing today?
Today is excellent.
Nice.
You know, the atmosphere is great, and hats off to Alice. It's a brilliant idea. It will soon be a great place to lime or hang out on a Saturday. The different foods, the smoothies, the ambience is just great.
Such a great variety.
Yes, and as you can see, all my goodies, Mama Lyra's goodies.
Nice.
Yes, so
I see that because you have from clothing to the snacks and the goodies, local treats at that.
Yes.
So I think it just shows just exactly what the dream is about.
Oh, yeah.
Just a little mix of everything, things that are a bit different. And what do you feel about the environment and the atmosphere?
it's very energetic, and you know we had steel pan music early on, and all the local. Today looks like a Creole day.
Yeah, you know.
Because there's black pudding, there's sows, there's everything you could think of.
You know what? And I feel like it's just in time for the season. So we're giving them a nice Lucian Christmas experience.
Oh yes. I'm so happy to be here.
Good stuff.
And Alice is a very good friend of the family, and I'm happy to support her.
Good stuff. Well, St. Lucia, I'm certain Jennifer is going to be back. So make sure you come out and check out the flea market as well. We're going to make a round, go check out somebody else at another booth. So we'll keep it moving. Thank you, Jennifer.
You're most welcome.
Now, of course, we've heard from a vendor, somebody who is taking part, helping create the atmosphere. We want to get the perspective of someone here who is a patron and just taking in the atmosphere and enjoying all the different varieties of things that we have. So Dawn, how are you enjoying the festive feeling right now here at the Dream Flea Market?
Yeah, I think Alice has definitely brought a festive feeling to St. Lucia with this new location. I'm really impressed, the variety, the layout, the quality. And I think with her having Wings of Love as the anchor store, this will definitely drive the traffic for her.
Right. Now I noticed that you're also here with your daughters. I mean, we noticed the presence of the bouncing castle for the kids. So it's truly a family environment. And what do you think of that too? Because even during this festive season, we've had so much going on because of the pandemic. I think it's almost like a breath of fresh air to safely just come see a variety, get some shopping, some deals, and still there's things to engage the kids and keep them active.
Yeah, I think that's great. And like you said, especially with COVID, there's such a limit on social activity for children. So I think to be able to come out here and still social distance but have a good family time, I think this is excellent.
Absolutely. And what do you think about the layout? Because you can tell clearly it's organized. And as you did say, you know, COVID protocols are being enforced as well.
Yes, absolutely. I think the layout is great. I mean, Alice has the Midas touch. I always tell her that. And so I had no doubt that this location would be first class.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Dawn. I'm going to let you continue enjoying St. Lucia. So we have a familiar face, of course. Our very own Candy is here. How are you doing?
I'm wonderful. How are you? Always so good to see you.
Same here, and compliments of the season.
To you as well.
Now, we're excited to be sharing. It's our first time popping up here at the Dream Flea Market. And I'm really excited to talk to you because I know from both sides of the spectrum, from somebody who has a booth and as well as somebody who is a patron right now, supporting, enjoying it as well. I mean, what do you think of the setup and just even the whole concept behind the Dream Flea Market?
No, I think it's a lovely combination of, people being in the entrepreneurial spirit, repurposing things that they may not have any use for. And as they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. So I've been shocked at some of the things that people have been buying, things that I've had sitting at home for years. And I usually, give stuff away to charity. But when Alice suggested that I do this, I thought, okay, maybe I'll give it a try, because who better to take advice from than someone who's been extremely successful at business herself. But it's also, from what I can see, a great opportunity for our local artisans to showcase and sell their goods. So I've seen some lovely crochet, jewelry, some local wines, and especially in light of the fact that we're in the middle of the holiday season, the music in the background, this is an amazing area. Yeah, so it's festive, it's nicely organized, it looks good, there's a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I mean, I even saw the little parakeets. I was like, wow, okay, there really is a little bit of everything.
A bit of everything. So it reminds me of these, markets that you go to overseas, where you can find just about anything. It'd be, it's shocking what you could find. And as I said, I've been shocked at some of the things that people have been buying. So yeah,
I feel this is more reason, people. So this is the 4th Saturday that the Dream Flea Market has been taking place. It's surely not the last. So this is us letting you know this is what you need to look out for. Again, in the corner of the Bonte Gap and Grosley Highway. You cannot miss it. It is the Dream Flea Market. Candy, thank you for sharing this experience as well. Anybody who's not here, I think by now they're probably feeling it. So don't miss it next Saturday, because we'll be looking out for you guys. So Candy, thank you again. Bye. What's up, everybody? Good morning to you. I'm really excited. I think the name is already being on display, not just on screen, but as you can see, we have another professional chef here with us.
Hi,
and
guys.
she
Good
caters
morning.
to private events. So we have Chef K. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me, guys.
You're welcome. So you may be wondering what I'm doing here, why I'm in her kitchen. Listen up. She's our final chef. And trust me, I think we saved the best for last. We have a lot of expert chefs here, but she's been one of our youngest. And let me tell you, we're going to be ringing in the new year in grand style, keeping it simple yet fancy and classy, and something that I think even for those who are culinary challenged, you'd be able to accomplish it. So first of all, Chef K, just give them a little heads up and an idea of what they can expect on our final episode of Manger Noël.
Okay, well, on our final episode, we have coconut cream puffs, which are so delicious. They're perfectly sweet, nice and light, and really get that freshness from the coconut, which is really nice. So I can't wait for you guys to see and actually try it at home.
Great. So that means you need to keep on watching your leader, keep it locked, because trust me, it's going to be an interesting one as well. If myself and Shannon are in the kitchen, you never know what can happen. But the bottom line is we make it, and it's going to be something ingredients sourced. You can do it. So if you're ready to do something different for the New Year's, keep it locked to DBS. Now, this is the point where we get to know our very special chef. So first thing on the agenda, and I think everybody probably would want to know, especially since I specified you've been our youngest chef, is, where did this all begin for you?
Well, it actually began many years ago. Actually, I started cooking around the age of 9. That's when I made my first apple pie. It was horrible. It was horrible. The apples were not cooked. The dough was horrible, but eventually I got better, kept practicing, and I'm self-taught. Literally, YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, whatever I could find. I could look at a video for like once, twice, 3 times for the most, and I'll be able to do the same thing for you. I started really cooking with my mom. She used to love being in the kitchen a lot. Like, times she'll come from work or maybe on an off day, she'd be like, you know what, today I'm gonna make potato skins. Something like, I'm like, what? Potato skins? Like, I'm interested. What is that? Like, show me. And we always used to cook together. It was definitely something that really pushed me into culinary arts and doing cooking as a profession.
Nice. So what was the turning point, especially like when you transition to really take this professional? Of course, you're a private chef now.
Yeah.
So where was that kind of turning point, or what made you go into this direction? Because obviously we know there's so many branches when it comes to being a chef and in the culinary arts. So what steered you in this direction?
Well, before I used to work with private chefs. I've worked together with Chef Coco. I don't know if you guys know.
Yes,
Yeah,
we do.
we worked way back. I just used to help her do her catering, so I knew how to kind of make it work for myself because I've seen and had experience. I used to work at Sandals. I worked there for a little over a year. It was a really good experience to met guests. I knew how to work efficiently. That was one of the top things at Sandals. Like, you have to be on your A's, So I did that, and then moving forward, so I stayed at Sandals for that time, and then I moved forward. I'm like, you know what? I really want to take this cooking thing to the next level. I don't necessarily want to work for someone else. I really want to put my work and my effort, my methods, my flavors into the food and my vibe too. I mean, I put so much love and energy into anything that I do, especially when it comes to food, because I love food myself. Like, I love good food.
That's so true.
I love food so much. So it just, I guess it was meant to be, actually. So that made me want to do more intimate caterings for people so they can really flavor my food and taste and see all the different spices that I use, methods, like I said. And I really want to focus on fresh quality ingredients. You don't want to, sometimes people substitute for foods, maybe the price, or you just don't have it available at a time and just be like, okay, you know what, let me try to do this. But substitution may not always be the best thing. So I always recommend the freshest, best quality foods that you can find when you're cooking. It'll make you 10 times a better chef.
I think so too. Easy. I hope you guys are taking tips on that. And as we get ready to wrap up, you know what I'd love for you to share, especially for somebody watching at home right now who might just be inspired seeing somebody, young and aspiring and definitely shining in this field. So what would you say, whether young or old, for somebody who's even had a remote thought about going into culinary arts, what would you say to encourage them to go after what they love?
If it's your passion and you know that's something that you really want to do, my advice is go for it. Any opportunity, any catering event that you can get your hands to, whoever that wants to try your food, put your name out there. Make sure that everyone knows about it, which is why I couldn't pass on this opportunity, because I need you guys to see the work that I do and I give, and hopefully you'll be able to try and love the food for yourself. But for chefs out there, I just want to let you know it's okay. It is tough. It is tough. There are challenges that, you would question yourself sometimes and just probably stress. But my advice is just keep a positive mindset. Everything will fall into place. And continue doing whatever you love to do. If that's your passion, go after it. Don't take no for an answer.
That's right. Now, you see, this is what we do here on this morning show. Of course, find people and what they're doing, people who are passionate about the things they're doing. So Chef K is no different. At this point, I think we need to make sure that the people know how they can get in contact with you so they can enjoy your services. And also, you're on social media. So just let them know what they need so they can follow.
Okay, so you guys can follow me on Instagram at Chef K Official. It is CHEF KAYY official, and you can actually DM me there or get my phone number and actually my email address as well for any bookings that you might be interested in, also for quotations. Also, yeah.
All right, so listen, people, just a reminder, Magie Noel, the final episode airing on December 26th, the Boxing Day. So you have a reason to gather around with the family. Come see Chef K doing what she loves, giving you something that you can impress your guests for this season as we ring in the new year. And again, I want to thank you so much for being such an amazing host.
Thank you so much for having me. It was amazing. Everyone is nice vibes. I love it.
Well, thank you so much. So, St. Lucia, you guys keep it locked. And again, let this inspire you, because from her apple pie days to private catering, if she can do it, you can do it too, okay?
For sure.
So make sure you go follow, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Good St. Lucia, good morning. Today, we're going to chestify for y'all. You know what's chestify? What's chestify? That's right. We're going to push out the chest to satisfy the nation. Again, so today we're going to work on the chest. Again, we're going to get our blue water bottle. So if the 1.5 is too heavy, you can get your 750 milliliters. Still going to get the job done, as long as we take our time to execute the exercise. So make sure you get your mat on your floor. We're going to be lying down for these chest exercises. Let's get it popping. So guys, we're going to show you a series of chest exercises that can be done at your home with just your bottles of water laying on the floor. Simple, no big machines or anything like that. We're going to execute the exercise. So the first exercise, but it's going to have a little twist because our legs are going to be slightly elevated. If your legs cannot be elevated, that's fine. You can keep it down or flat across. But for those of us who are a bit advanced, we're going to elevate your legs. So first we're going to go chest press. All right? So we're going to hit the core at the same time, slightly elevated. In that way, we're hitting the chest. The target, the chest has been worked out. Full stretch, we're going 8 reps. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Excellent. Breathe, rest. We're going straight into it. The next exercise, we're going to flies. Stretch hands out. Now, for regular flies, you go like this. 1, 2. But if you advance, you can spin it in. 3, 4. Or you can mix it up. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Excellent. See, it's no. Well, actually, it's tough. I burn already. But I can afford to burn because it's Buills Fit Lifestyle. Buills means burn, Buile. So the third exercise, we're going to keep it to our chest. Legs up, I'm going to press up. Let's go. 1, slowly come back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And again, St. Lucia, remember my legs are elevated because I'm targeting my core at the same time. It can be painful for others, so you can just leave your feet down or stretch it out. Right? So, for the next exercise, we're going to do pullovers. Again, we're going to pull it over. We're going to pull it over. Stretch it out from your chest, straight out to the back, and pull into the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, woo, and 8. Excellent. Oh, Can I go home now? We're not done yet? All right. So that's about how many? 3 or 4 exercises? Only 3? I thought that was 7 exercises already. Okay. So for the 4th exercise, we're going to alternate the chest press. However, we want it solid, so we want it passing halfway. So when these go up, by the time it's coming down, we want that one going up. All right? Let's go, St. Lucia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Whew, that was excellent. So remember, that's just one set of each exercise I'm showing you all. However, you can do 3 or 4 sets or 5 sets with the amount of reps you guys so desire to meet your fitness goals. And the last but not least exercise to stretch it out, we're going to hit some push-ups. Stretch it out with some push-ups. So we're going to hit 8 push-ups. Again, if you want to build, you take your time, take it slow, tone a little faster, but get the job done. Remember, if you have carpet at your home, you don't want your face down, you don't want to breathe in the dust. So you keep your head forward. All right? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Notice my body is flat, and my bum is not in the air, protruding out. Keep it flat, go down, and come up, ahead. Remember, by the time you take your time to execute your exercise, your results are guaranteed. Remember, stay focused. Good morning.
What's up, beautiful people? So it is the end of our morning show, but you know, I still got to do my job to keep you in the know. And I want to let you in on a secret. Our friends over at Domino's are celebrating their anniversary. So I think I love them even more because, hey, it's in December. Now, starting yesterday, Monday the 6th, ending Wednesday, December 8th, they have their anniversary special going on, so we can all celebrate with them and enjoy some real good pizza. So don't believe me, listen, check this out. 'Tis the season to be merry and celebrate with us here at Domino's Pizza. Come celebrate our anniversary from December 6th through to December 8th with our special. Get a large hand-tossed 1-topping pizza for only $25. Now remember, that's grab and go only, so call and order today. So I just want to say happy anniversary to Domino's, and again, hey, take advantage of this special. 'Tis the season for us all to be merry and have a really great season. So don't say that you didn't know, because this is what we're here for. And again, tune in tomorrow because we still have more in store for you right here on DBS This Morning. Bye.